There is too much loneliness because you find yourself isolated the whole time, because the whole lot of time you are alone and you cannot talk to anyone. You cannot express yourself. You just do what they say at that moment and keep on with the work. And it was a very hard time for me. Hi everyone, my name is Khaya and this is my story. I'm from Eswatini in Africa. My dream and hope of coming to Taiwan was basically getting a better job and later on further my studies, because I am looking forward to be an engineer, like a civil engineer. Before I came into Taiwan, I was doing a lot of prayers because I didn't know what I was going to face in Taiwan. I was looking forward to a brighter future in Taiwan. Well, it was a bit shocking because it turns out this was not my expectation, because in Taiwan, life is really tough and there is a whole lot of work. The very, very big challenge is the language barrier. You hardly express yourself, you hardly learn even to do the work that you've been doing back at home. So trying to adapt here has been a hard time because of the language. There is too much loneliness because you find yourself isolated the whole time, because the whole lot of time you are alone and you cannot talk to anyone. You cannot express yourself. You just do what they say at that moment and keep on with the work. And it was a very hard time for me. I think I had challenges spiritually, not being able to fellowship, not being able to worship. It was very depressing for me, and it was suffocating my spiritual life. I didn't have hope. I felt lost. I was in the middle of nowhere. You know, you are in a country far from home and you know no one in that place. You can't even talk to anyone. So I felt lost. I felt really lost. One of my Swazi sisters, who happened to be in Taiwan by that time, started to invite me to TIC. I think that's where my life took a turnaround. Basically, I am a Christian and I believe in God so much. And after being invited into TIC, there is one significant thing. The moment I stepped in the door, just confirmed something in me that this was home, and there was this sense of belonging the moment I came into TIC. And what I first saw was the placards on the door, and everywhere it was written, "Welcome home." And that was the best feeling ever. What actually took me off when I stepped into TIC was the love that I received from the congregation and everyone. I was welcomed to the extent that I couldn't wait to come back again. I knew that this is the place where I belong, and this was my home. I knew I had just found myself a home, and I felt like TIC is just a home away from home. And the love that I received happened to overcome even the feelings that I had at work, the suppression, the isolation, the loneliness. But I knew that somewhere there are people who love me and there are people who care about me. Each time I'm with them, I feel that I have received my life again, because I was just lost and I didn't have life anymore. Coming to TIC brought back my life. Everything that was taught was along the perimeters of the Word. And I learned to be grounded in the Word, and I learned to grow in the Word, to look deep into the Word to the extent that you feel God talking to you and emphasizing His Word in your life. As I kept coming to TIC, there are these fellowship groups like the Connect groups and the Circle on Sunday. I made sure that I tried by all means to join those groups. I remember one point in time we had just received these lessons and it was emphasizing specifically on the declarations on the Word of God, and I decided personally to do that every day when I pray, to read that script and emphasize the Word of God in my life. And I did it for a week, and it was so amazing. When I prayed those words, I emphasized them in my life and they became real, to the extent that the situations that I had at work, I was able to just overcome them within. To everyone who is looking for a church, this is a home waiting for you. And TIC has so much love that I promise you, you don't want to leave this place again.